Well, hello there, Virgo. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your May 2024 General Tarot Reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or areas of resistance, and of course, advice to bring in the outcome that you are seeking. Okay, so let's get ahead and jump into this great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. All of the earth signs have had this same energy. And if you think about it, this is the energy, because I feel like as the earth signs and Virgo, I know you have had this for some time. It's kind of like this energy of being stuck. This is the energy of, oh my God, be spirit, right? Sweet results await. Understanding that allowing yourself to take a little risk. It says, take a risk, venture forward. Allowing yourself to take a little bit of a risk will bring in the results that you are seeking. Now, let's talk about what that risk can be. It can be just changing things up, right? Changing either your mindset or the way that you're approaching something. It can also be, having a conversation with somebody that seems a little bit risky, right? Understanding that it's okay to allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone, because right now the universe has your back. You're going to get the results that you want when you allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone and go after what you know that you deserve. Wow, beautiful energy there. Okay, so let's get into this and see. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Okay, we have a man holding a heart, a man holding a coin. So King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and then you have contract. And wow, you had action and then the Ten of Cups. Okay, the energy here is that it's kind of like, I feel like maybe, and this energy has really been coming out, is that maybe you've been thinking you can either have only, financial reward, or you can only have a sense of purpose, of loving your job, of having time, work and play balance, or something like that, right? It's understanding that for a while you may have only thought that you could have one or the other. So you could either have a job that you really and truly enjoyed, or, right, you had a job that paid well. This is understanding, no, wait a minute, I can have all of it. I can have all of it when I allow myself to step into the energy of taking a little bit of risk and being committed to going after what it is my heart truly desires. And I feel like your heart wants everything. It's kind of like, you don't want just scraps and you don't want just a financial success, right? I mean, I'm not saying you don't want that. It's kind of like, but that's not all you want. You also want to have good, deep relationships. You want to feel like you have purpose in your work. You want to feel connected to your clients or to whoever you are working with or working for, right? Allowing yourself to put yourself out there emotionally, and also receive the financial gains that you are seeking. So, okay, let's get into this, because one of the things is that you are kind of like going through a process. I'm skipping to kind of like your advice here, right? You have the heart chakra. Stepping into that energy of really staying connected to your heart, not getting too focused on one thing or another. Yeah, because here we have, this is beautiful energy. You've had this for some time. You're trying to put something out there, whether that is, your spiritual gifts, your talents, your creative abilities, your ideas, creating a business or in your career, having relationships that you really and truly want, right? It's been a journey. It's been a journey that has helped you to step into a part of yourself that kind of like made you have to go deep. Like, it didn't come easy. And I think for you, Virgo, a lot of things come easy to you, right? Because you're kind of organized, you're persistent, you're resilient. But this has been a journey that you have been going towards something, and yet at the same time, it's not been easy. And here you are. You're holding your focus on what the life that you want to create. I love this, that the Empress is here, right? And this could be romantic love. It's kind of like understanding, okay, I am the Empress. I truly deserve, right, to have romantic love. And it doesn't have to, gender doesn't matter, but it's kind of like understanding. I want everything. The Empress does not accept second best. She wants it all. And I feel like that's the energy that you're stepping into. It's understanding that you deserve to have everything that your heart desires, not just parts of what you want. You want all of it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the obstacle here is that you're kind of stuck in your own feelings. Okay. Your own anxiety. And this is kind of like daytime anxiety and nighttime anxiety. So you could be really having a hard time sleeping, right? But you have the angel of balance coming in, trying to help you to balance this out, to step into having the courage to take the risk, understanding that you do deserve what it is that your heart desires. And when you allow yourself to stay focused on going forward and not being quite so worried or anxious about what is not yet showing up in the 3D. It's kind of like staying in that energy. And I feel like that was in your last reading, kind of staying in that energy of really and truly believing in yourself and believing what it is that you want. Yeah, and the Hierophant is popping out here. So you have the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant, right? Knowing intuitively that you need to make yourself a top priority. The Queen of Cups does make herself a top priority. She doesn't overgive to people or situations that also aren't balanced. Right? And I feel like you've kind of overgiven to some situation or relationship, and it's like out of balance. So the angel of balance is coming in to help you to find a way to bring this back into balance. So in other words, let's go back to the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups here, right? You could have been spending a lot of time really and truly working really hard and diligently on something. That would be the King of Pentacles, right? But you haven't had enough time to kind of replenish and refuel yourself by doing activities that you enjoy, such as, spending time in nature or hiking or being with friends or family, that you enjoy, kind of like allowing yourself that downtime. The Empress knows that she has to take a break. We can't stay in that creative, high vibe energy all the time. And we can't work ourselves to the point where we're exhausted. We have to allow ourselves that sense of play. And I feel like that's the energy here. It's kind of like taking a break, right? I'm still believing. It's kind of like, I feel like you're sitting there saying, but Mary Sue, I can't take a break. I haven't earned it. I haven't had any success yet. But this is the energy of understanding that life is a balance. It's not all work and no play. And it's also not all play and no work. It's understanding, no, I need a balance. Because when we don't have a balance, that's when we get into this energy. So I really encourage you, like, if you're resonating with this at all, to kind of like allow yourself to take a day off or take a week off if you can afford to, right? Taking some time off and allowing yourself to have some fun. So it's kind of like, don't take time off from work and then just do projects around the house that you would consider more work than fun. Sometimes DIY can be fun, but right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to really decompress, because with these two cards here, this is really letting me know that you're so anxious that you may be not even being able to see the situation clearly. It's kind of like, especially if you're looking for a solution to a problem that you have with whatever it is that you're working on, understanding, okay, I have to allow myself to decompress so that I can see it. It's kind of like when I used to teach writing. I used to have the kids, we would work on the stories or the essays or whatever for a couple of days, and then I'd be like, okay, put them in your folder and we're putting them in the back corner and letting them sit there for a couple of days and then taking it back out. They're writing back out and having fresh eyes for it, right? It helps you to see it in a different way. And I feel like there's something there about whatever it is that you're working on. Because your advice here is, you have the status quo is that you're worried about the competition. You could be concerned that if you don't work on this almost like 24/7, right? That your competition, okay, is going to get the better end of it, right? Or that you'll never get off the ground. You'll never get to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the energy of victory, right? It's kind of like you just feel stuck in this energy of competition and mental anguish and perhaps even gossip or whatever may be going on for you. But it's about getting back into your heart. What do you love about this project? What is it that helped you to get started when you started this journey, okay? However long ago it was, and for some of you, it could have been 9 months, right? Some of you, it could have even been 9 years, because we have a lot of nines here. It's understanding, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to allow myself to have a little bit of fun. I still believe in myself. And I know that I'm going to come back and I'm going to work on this and I know it's going to be successful. But for right now, I just need to take a break and get back in tune to why I even started this. It's kind of like you're looking at the outcome that you are wanting, and you've lost your way perhaps a little bit in what your heart is wanting out of this situation, like your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Instead, you've turned it, it's kind of like, if you were an artist, right? And you really enjoyed painting and stuff, but now it's kind of like, maybe you have some kind of like a, Etsy shop or something like that. And what you're doing is like, you're trying to turn out so much work and trying to sell it that you've taken the joy out of something that you used to like, right? Used to love. You've almost taken the joy out of it. It's about taking a step back and asking yourself, why did I start this? What is it that my heart is really and truly wanting out of this situation? What can I do? How can I change the way that I'm doing this? How can I take a risk and do it differently? Because I feel like there needs to be some change. But I think before you can decide what that change is, you just need to take a break. Walk away from it, right? Put it down for a short time at least. Yeah, you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You're walking away from it. And you're trying to, you're getting this good news. It's kind of like, okay, I understand. I think by walking away for a little bit, it can just be a day. Maybe it's just an hour, whatever you can muster. It's kind of like allowing yourself to walk away from it a little bit helps you to get reinvigorated with the Page of Wands there, right? Re-inspired, re-motivated to go back to it and transform the way that you're seeing it. You're going to see more options. I feel like there's something and you've hit a wall, okay? And you're kind of like really and truly sticking with it, Virgo, because your tenacity is keeping you kind of like working on this. But it's a little bit like allowing yourself to walk away from it for a little bit and then come back helps you to see it in a different way. Okay, so the other scenario is kind of like, have you ever misplaced something? Maybe your keys or your eyeglasses or something like that, right? And it's like you're searching for them, right? And you think that, oh, I left them in this area, and you're kind of like looking and you're getting more and more frustrated because you can't find them, right? And then all of a sudden you say, oh, I don't know, I'll have to look for them later. But maybe you walk away, maybe you even go for a walk or something. Maybe you go to take a shower or you go to the grocery store and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I remember where I had them last. And it's totally different than what you thought where you were looking initially, right? It's kind of like when you allow yourself to pull back from the situation. It's almost like you get this complete epiphany, a little bit of an epiphany that inspires you, that helps you to see how to transform the situation, how to bring it full around. And it is, you are going to have the result that you want, right? You are going to be successful in this. But part of it is allowing yourself to understand that it's not just the end result. It's what you have also. It's the journey, right? It's the journey that you have taken. It's kind of like allowing yourself to see this in so many different ways. It's kind of like me. I like to travel by the back roads, right? I mean, I'll go on the highway some, but if I'm going on a long distance trip, I really enjoy the back roads. And I enjoy going to small towns and meeting the people there and learning about their community and stuff like that. It's not about just getting to the destination for me. It's really about the journey. And I feel like maybe part of this is allowing yourself to recognize the journey, why you started this journey, getting back into your heart. Why did you go on this journey? There's something there that's going to help you to have the inspiration, the last bit that you need, the solution that you're seeking, right, in order to bring this into fruition. Wow. Powerful energy there, Virgo. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you for some final advice. And I do personal readings. If this one resonated with you at all, I also have a special May reading up. So you can have your own personalized version of May 2024. The link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. When was the last time I danced freely? Yeah, I don't think you have. It's about really turning on some music and having some fun, right? Dance, because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart. Because fear lives in the head, along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. And you have that here, Virgo, okay? In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a change of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. And that was exactly, this is a perfect card for this reading. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness and is the gateway to freedom. To become free, dance. Yeah. So Virgo, please go turn on some music you like. Allow yourself to dance. Dance freely, right? Really allow yourself to get into the music and to enjoy it. And it's going to help invigorate you. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. Thank you so much for all your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.